Hello, and welcome to Critical Political Thinking. My name is Camasso, and I'm your host. In today's video, we're going to be talking about the sheer hypocrisy of the liberal left. We're going to go over how so many people in such high positions have violated their own orders. So much so that it puts into question whether those orders even make any sense or what those orders revolve around are even true. We're going to go over the details. We're going to show you factual video evidence as well as contradictory evidence of the videos talking about what you shouldn't do. And then we're going to discuss just exactly what they did do. So stay tuned so you can see just how the left lies to the entire world. This is Critical Political Thinking. Hello, and welcome to Critical Political Thinking. Today's episode, we're going to be talking about around six high democratic individuals who are basically millionaires based on their positions. These individuals live the high life, do whatever they want to do. They've imposed orders that have shuttered, destroyed, and ended so many human lives based on, depression, closing of the businesses, losing their entire homes, everything they've put their lives into. Their entire vested interests have been eliminated based on some of these orders implemented by governors, mayors, who don't even bother to follow their own rules. And you have to ask yourself, why? Why wouldn't they follow their own rules if they're so vital and important to the success of the eradication of this quote-unquote virus? Why is it so that these people can not practice what they preach? Not because they're so important and they can do whatever they want, but if it is, in fact, such a dangerous virus, why would they, in fact, put their family members' lives in jeopardy? And we're going to show you exactly what we mean. First, we're going to talk about Denver Mayor Michael Hancock. Michael B. Hancock. This individual is the mayor of Denver. And he basically issued a statement, which we are going to play right now, issuing residents to remain home. Stay home, stay home, stay home. Do not travel for Thanksgiving. Let's check it out.
Home. Stay home. Stay home.
Stay at home as much as possible. Put those social gatherings on hold for the time being, including extra care for Thanksgiving.
Okay. Now that we've seen his orders, his rulings, his statements that basically mean, don't put people's lives in jeopardy by traveling. It's such a dangerous virus. Don't go and visit your elderly parents or whatnot because you can put them in jeopardy. You can put anyone in jeopardy. Well, then explain to me why he and his daughter boarded a plane to Mississippi that very same day that he made that video to travel for Thanksgiving and violating his own orders. Was it because they mean absolutely nothing and they're there to push a rhetoric? Possibly, but that's only one example. Let's talk a little bit more. Let's go to Sam Liccardo. Sam Liccardo is the mayor of San Jose, California. I'm going to see a pattern in California, by the way. People thinking they can just do whatever they want. That's basically the government in California. So they basically ordered that households, 3 or less households, can attend a Thanksgiving meal. That's it. 3 or less. Well, guess what we found out? This individual attended his parents', so someone in the hazard zone. He attended their home where there were over 5 households. So again, a higher power issuing orders that he seems to be exempt from. It's just disgusting, the hypocrisy. And it makes you really think, if it's so bad and they're telling us not to do these things, why? If it's so bad, why would they do it? Why would they put their own families at risk? Or could it be that it's not that bad and they're trying to control you? Just saying, just observations. You make your own decisions. That's what America's all about, making our own decisions based on the factual information we are provided. And that's what we're here for, to provide that information. Let's move on to Steve Adler. This is one of my favorites. This is the mayor of Texas. All right, so he issued a stay-home order. You know, he went through a whole big spiel about how the numbers are climbing to 25. We must stay home. We cannot travel. We cannot relax at this time. Let's watch this. And keep in mind the background while you're watching this video, because it's very important.
Hi, Steve Adler. So, not got a minute in the traditional sense, kind of a pre-recorded message. Talk a little bit about the numbers, a little bit about what's going on in the city. Let's begin with the numbers, and the numbers are going up. Maybe getting a little bit more concerning than they have been in the past. Still not in a red zone yet, but something we can see potentially happening. If we follow a pattern like the one in El Paso here, in just 2-3 weeks, we could be in a world of hurt, but we are watching it. The thrust of the most important messages trying to get out to the community right now is that our numbers are increasing, and everybody has to be aware of that, and we need to, stay home if you can. Do everything you can to try to keep the numbers down. This is not the time to relax. We're going to be looking really closely. And I'm going to add a new message. We have trying to do contact tracing to see if we may have to close things down if we're not careful. If we're going to be closing things down, it would be great to be able to do it in a really surgical way and going really specifically to things that are our problems. One thing we're learning now is that people, when they get sick, seem to be a little reticent in contact tracing to actually tell us who they were with and where they were. I don't know why. Maybe it's to avoid getting other people involved. But if we don't have that information, then we can't be real surgical about what we do.
So there you have it. He's issuing these orders, which appear from his hometown of Texas, right? Wrong. Not only was he in Cabo St. Lucas on vacation, violating his clear and direct orders, he had the nerve and audacity to tell you what to do while doing whatever the hell he pleased, putting whoever, quote unquote, in jeopardy, risking climbing those numbers to astronomical points, and the only reason he apologized was because he got caught. It's the only reason any of these people got apologized. Do you know how many more of these there are? And we're going to investigate them all. Don't you worry. We're going to find out where everyone went for Thanksgiving. So if you violated your own orders, we're coming for you. That's what we're going to do. We're not going to allow this hypocrisy to continue. You destroy each and every move that Donald Trump made for 4 years. Well, now it's our turn. We've got all the time in the world now. Let's move on, because, that's not it. We still have so many more. Let's move on to the Emmy Award-winning Governor Cuomo. Superstar Governor Cuomo and his magical videos that will make some kind of fantastic montage later for the murder of the coronavirus by the Biden administration. Bullshit. Anyway, let's move on to Governor Cuomo, and we're going to talk about, let's let him talk about it first. Let's watch this turkey.
Canada, after Thanksgiving, number went right up. I've said this 150 times. It's going to happen because it's human behavior. I hear it with my own family. Be smart. I get it. I understand it. It's wrong. It's wrong. My advice on Thanksgiving, don't be a turkey. You don't want to be the turkey on Thanksgiving. You know what love is on Thanksgiving? I love you so much, and I'm so thankful for you that I'm not going to see you. That's how you show me you love me. I'm not going to see you.
And there you have it. Don't travel. Don't be a turkey. Stay home, save lives. You can do it. Then why the hell did you travel to Albany with your family to visit your 80-year-old plus mother? Explain that one to me. Why would you put her life at risk if it's so dangerous, Mr. Cuomo? You know, you and your brother are just disgusting and despicable. And the things that you've done, you will be held accountable for. Mark my words. Let's keep going. We got more. These last two are fun. You know, probably the last one is the most famous of them all. But let's move on to Sheila Kuehl. Irrelevant. Sheila, this wonderful Democrat, voted to ban indoor dining. Do you know what she did immediately after voting to ban indoor dining? Because it's so dangerous and it could put so many lives at risk, not taking into account the lives it's put at risk for the people that now are out of jobs, now are going into depression, suicide, drug addiction. You don't care about that. You just care about controlling people. So what you did was you signed this ban and you went right to your favorite restaurant in the nice fancy district, to this nice fancy Italian restaurant. You ate indoors, violating your own order that you just signed. And no, you didn't violate it because it didn't go into effect the next day. But I wonder how many times you would have had you not got caught walking right to eat and literally doing the one thing that you just stated, put people at risk. So what, did you either put people at risk or did you lie about putting people at risk? Pick one, because you're guilty of one or the other. Each and every person we just mentioned is guilty of either violating the people's rights around them or violating their rights by lying. Pick one. It's one or the other. You can't be both. The hypocrisy you've shown proves it. And now it's my favorite. The clown, almost as big a clown as Governor Cuomo. But this one's just makes me laugh so hard. And this is Governor Newsom. Governor Wonderful Newsom. Fantastic guy. Let's watch Governor Newsom.
I think the reality is, as we're opening back up, you're observing, I'm observing, we're watching in your evening newscasts, more and more people mixing with strangers, not wearing face coverings. We have many municipalities that require mandatory mask wearing, and people are simply not applying it. We want to now scale a consciousness that we're not even out of the first wave of this pandemic. We're all talking about the second wave. We're not out of the first wave. Our numbers are going up, not going down. Hospitalization numbers are just starting to creep back up, and I'm very concerned by what we're seeing. And we think the most impactful thing we can do, short of going back to a stay-at-home order, is wearing face coverings when we can't practice physical distancing.
There it is. We got to work together. We can't do this. You got to stay home. Fight. Wear a mask. Some counties have it already mandated, and now we're going to make it an initiative. Wear a mask. Indoors. When you can't social distance at all. Well, then can you please explain to me the photographic proof of you dining, no mask, around families you don't know. Oh, and then you come out later and apologize. Well, I should have made a better decision. You never make the right decision. You haven't made the right decision since you stepped foot in office. And that's our problem with you. And that's the problem with this hypocrisy. You continue to lie. You continue to manipulate as best fits your narrative. Well, guess what? We're catching you left and right. The hypocrisy is coming to an end. We will not tolerate you destroying our country any further. You are either lying about how severe the virus is, or you just don't give a shit and you're putting everyone at risk. Pick one. We'd like to know. We demand an answer. That's our right as American citizens, isn't it? We felt it so important to show this sheer hypocrisy and to show you the absolute joke that these leaders are. The fact that they can either violate their quote-unquote hazard orders without even dropping a hat almost immediately after issuing them is sheer disgusting. You can't say they forgot. You can't say that, they just got into the swing of things. They just stated it, and sometimes within hours, and sometimes while they were on vacation in Cabo San Lucas. Are you kidding me? Really? Come on, people. Open your eyes. The left lies. They continue to lie. And are you going to allow them to lie their way into controlling your lives? Please, please tell me you're not ready for that, because I'm not. I'm ready to fix it. We're ready to fix it. And we're going to continue to bring you the hypocrisy, the news, the truth, and the facts. That is why we created Critical Political Thinking, and that is what we will continue to do. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, please subscribe, please ring the notification bell. I know I sound like a broken record, but it is so important because the algorithms are not in conservatives' favor. They are not going to share this video. You're not just going to find it. You have to share it. You have to get the word out there. We put it all together in one convenient place for you to share the truth. Please do so. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Corey Camasso. God bless you, and God bless America.
Hello, I'm Riverside County Sheriff Chad Bianco. We have all recently learned of the new regional approach to combating COVID-19 and the pending closure and stay-at-home orders from our governor. We were also told there was a potential he would be withholding federal and state funding from counties who did not enforce the orders. Ironically, it wasn't that long ago our same governor loudly and publicly argued how wrong it was for the President of the United States to withhold federal funding from states not complying with federal laws. The dictatorial attitude toward California residents while dining in luxury, traveling, keeping his business open, and sending his kids to in-person private schools is very telling about his attitude toward California residents, his feelings about the virus, and it is extremely hypocritical. These closures and stay-at-home orders are flat out ridiculous. The metrics used for closures are unbelievably faulty and are not representative of true numbers and are disastrous for Riverside County. When the medical field is so split about this virus, it might be time to employ a little common sense. Keeping money and support from our hospitals who are struggling with normal, seasonal increases in patients coupled with COVID-19 patients is irresponsible. It appears part of the new goal is to shift attention away from his and others' personal behavior with a do as I say, not as I do attitude by turning public opinion against California sheriffs. He is expecting us to arrest anyone violating these orders, cite them and take their money, close their businesses, make them stay in their homes, and take away their civil liberties, or he will punish all of us. I believe that all jobs are essential to someone. Leaders do not threaten, attempt to intimidate, or cause fear. Bullies do. As has been our position from the beginning of this pandemic, the Sheriff's Department is asking and expecting Riverside County residents to act responsibly and do what they can to protect themselves and their family from contracting the virus. Wear your mask and practice social distancing. While the governor's office and the state has threatened action against violators, the Riverside County Sheriff's Department will not be blackmailed, bullied, or used as muscle against Riverside County residents in the enforcement of the governor's orders. I wish you all a very Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and a safe and Happy New Year.